Hi everyone, it's Amanda and it is time for the July 2021 Q&A. This month we've got heat waves, missing pigeons, wanderers, and a fourth wave of volunteer walk-ins. Also, we're going to look at a forecast for the rest of this year. So stick around, take a couple of deep breaths with me, and we'll get started. Okay, so the first question from YouTube, from Cars That Last, is about the heat wave hitting the West. And I went and looked, and it seems like there's what they're calling a heat dome over southern central Canada and the upper central US. So we'll take a look and see what's going on there, if there's any significance or what we can find out about that. Okay, so they're saying the whole West Coast fire heat, and I saw several years ago that it's starting in the West and it's going up and it's moving across the top of the United States about to the middle, which is what it's doing. And they're saying this is we need extremes to repair and improve systems that don't work. And creating emergencies from a bigger picture perspective, it forces people to come up with ways to solve problems in new and creative manners. So I'm feeling like this has to do with energy systems, not so much the fires, but the heat wave. And it was the same with the cold snap that happened in Texas. We need to improve our energy systems in a renewable way, in a sustainable way. And when we want rapid change, we have to have some kind of extreme event to facilitate it, which we've seen a lot of the past couple of years. They're just saying this motivates people to come up with solutions quickly because you have to, because people not only are just miserable, but it's dangerous. Like, people can get very sick and die. So I'm asking what we could do to help facilitate that so that we don't have to suffer as much. I'm not up there. I'm in a little nice pocket of fine weather, so it's not affecting me. But for those that I know it is affecting, what can they do? Put your energy toward helping those people whose job it is, whether they realize it or not, to come up with these new solutions that are sustainable, that are planet friendly, people friendly, that don't harm and that don't run out. So, if you want to meditate for the heat to dissipate, or to get more cool air, to calm the fires and all that, then put your energy towards supporting those people who are going to come up with these solutions quickly, because once they do, there's no need for the heat anymore, or the extremes. That's just for that particular thing. All right. Alva wants to know, what about the 5,000 missing racing pigeons from the UK? According to witnesses on site, they simply vanished. Did they go to New Earth? I believe there's quite a bit more I saw that vanished after you wrote this, so let's see what happened to them. It looks like wind shear. I'm just seeing them, they're doing their normal flying business, and this, U-shape wind shear just comes in and compresses them and pushes them, I feel like out over the ocean. So I wouldn't be surprised if some end up washing up on a beach somewhere or getting eaten by, whatever is in the ocean that might eat them. That's so many. All of them? Did all of them go? Some get carried up above where they normally would fly. I feel like some of them, I'm seeing them land in trees. Maybe in places where people just don't notice them. I feel like mostly it's some kind of odd wind, odd weather patterns that shifted them in strange ways. And I feel like there's an electromagnetic component to this. Okay, because they were taken up in it was like an updraft. It carried them up higher than normal, and it affected their. I feel like it affected their hearts. Like their hearts are caused a dysrhythmia or something, and maybe a lot of them might have fallen. They should have been able to trace them with radar. I wonder if anybody had a radar there at the time. It's like maybe solar activity, or if not solar, then it's something that we can't measure coming in from somewhere. But it's a combination of odd weather patterns and some kind of geomagnetic, electromagnetic effect. Some of them are okay. I don't know if they'll ever make it home, though. It may just take them a long time to heal, and then maybe they'll eventually start, the owners will start finding that they're coming back. It depends on the weather. It depends on the weather patterns from here on where they end up. But the electromagnetic stuff can mess with their internal, ability to know which way to go. So I do feel like some of them ended up in the ocean. We'll have to see what happens with that. It's interesting. Okay, that wraps up the YouTube portion of the questions. if you would like to hear the rest of this, come over to my Patreon group at patreon.com/TTH, and the rest of the stuff is there. You can join for as little as $1.11. So it's a good deal. You have access to all the past Q&As. There's no limit when you join. You can, or when you pledge your support, I should say. It's not like a club. It helps me produce these videos, buy new software. It pays me for my time that it takes to make these and edit them and publish them. So every little bit helps, and I appreciate it. And I guess that's it for today and for this month for the Q&A. So be sure and look for the Q&A posts on my YouTube community and on the Patreon group, so you can post your question for August. And have a great rest of the month, and I will talk to you again soon. Much love.